Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily futures market review for the trading day ending Tuesday, April 19th. Firstly to gold futures and formation of a very strong bullish candle today, a candle that's closed up towards the highs, well up above the midpoint level, suggesting that the buyers have closed with control. The previous day's trading we had an uptrend in place, but the sellers had taken control and found resistance above 1237.9. Today we've taken out all of that resistance and closed in a bullish manner above the important 1250 level. The formation of a white body candle suggests that we've seen very solid upside momentum in net terms between the open and the close, and suggesting that there is a good opportunity here for the buyers now to continue trading this market to higher levels, and a possible test up to 1266.5 is a strong possibility. We do still have a bullish market in that longer term time frame by trading above the Ichimoku cloud, and today the top of the cloud has held as support, and that's exactly what we would expect to see. With the solid build of momentum off this support, it certainly does suggest that the buyers are finding some renewed strength. But if we look at the Chica span, it's within the corresponding price action, so it's suggesting that there is a lot of indecision in this market. And here with this trading above and then below and then above the both the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen suggests also in the medium and short-term time frame that there is indecision. We are still trading above the cloud, as I've mentioned, but by trading so close to the cloud, the market is almost neutral, technically only just bullish in that longer term time frame. As we move into the next month or so, the top of the cloud stays between 1250 and 1237.9, so may provide a very solid base of support if we see the sellers acting in a fairly weak manner and not building any strength to trade down through the Ichimoku cloud. So there is a possibility of the buyers coming in and maintaining activity up above the cloud. Next to NYMEX oil, and a good answer from the buyers today. Previously we had a downtrend in place, even though we saw the buyers take control. If you recall, that was a potential bullish engulfing pattern. We were required confirmation, and we've seen that today with the current candle forming a higher high and a higher low. A white body candle again, and a moderately sized white body, suggesting still some decent upside momentum in net terms, but slightly smaller than the previous day. So it's suggesting that the momentum to the upside is not as great as it was. So suggesting a slight weakening from the buyers. The buyers have closed well up above the midpoint level and towards the high, suggesting that they've closed with control. It's strong control, not as strong as if they had closed above the highs, but importantly, the buyers lost commitment at this 42.45 level of previous resistance, an area where we had seen previous strong price rejection. Now, this is an area that is going to be very, very important over the next few days, and already in this new session we are seeing some selling coming into the market. If we do see continued selling, looking to the $39.99 area, around that round number $40, where we have the Tenkan-sen trading to hold as very strong support, and the Tenkan-sen will strengthen the support in that region. But if the buyers can continue this solid upside that we saw for today's trading and close in a bullish manner above 42.45, we could easily see the market testing up to the 44.78 level of resistance, and that would be in line with the market being bullish in all three timeframes in terms of Ichimoku and supported by the Chica span. To the S&P 500 futures on the hourly charts, and for today's session we've seen a fairly positive market trading well up above the Ichimoku cloud, testing up through to the the first pivot point resistance level, finding support along the Tenkan-sen indicator as one would expect in a strong market. We were unable to breach in a bullish manner through that first resistance level. And just after halfway through the trading session, we saw some selling coming into the market for the Kijun-sen to hold a support, and as it has done for the remainder of the day, whilst moving higher and moving back up above the Tenkan-sen. We have opened around the middle pivot point level. At the moment, we are seeing some selling coming in and the market breaching down through the Kijun-sen and the Tankan-sen. And this suggests that we could see the market test back to lower levels. The market was looking very overextended here in the depth away from the Ichimoku cloud, so we're attempting to find equilibrium. So as we know with the Ichimoku, the markets move away from equilibrium and back to equilibrium. And equilibrium is these various Ichimoku indicators in their different time frames. So the cloud is equilibrium in the longer term time frame, the Kijun-sen is equilibrium in the medium, and the Tankan-sen is equilibrium in the short term. And we move above and back to these equilibrium areas. So at the moment we've found equilibrium in the medium and short term time frame, and we are now attempting to find that in a longer term time frame. If this trend does continue to the downside, there's a good possibility of us trading to the first pivot point support level, about 2086, then easily, I'd say, to the second 2079. But as we move further into the trading day, the Ichimoku cloud moves higher and it will lessen the pressure on the market to attempt to find that equilibrium, and the retracement that we're seeing at the moment will perhaps start to wane. Also, the thickness of the cloud starts to become greater, and it will strengthen the support through the Ichimoku cloud. And around about halfway through the session, the bottom of the cloud joins up with the second pivot point support level around 2078, and will provide a very solid base to halt any potentially strong selling that we may see. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't happen. What we need to do is watch how the market is trading, how it reacts to these levels.